Before we dive into solving the 0-1 knapsack problem, let me tell you why this problem is so important. If you truly understand 0-1 knapsack, you are not just learning one interview question. You are learning an entire family of dynamic programming problems. Once you master this single pattern, you will be able to solve many of these variations with only a few small modifications to your code. The challenge is not writing completely new algorithms every time. The challenge is recognizing what changed and why the code needs to change. Problems like subset sum, equal sum partition, count of subsets with a given sum, minimum subset sum difference, and target sum are all built on the same core idea. Once you understand the reasoning behind those small changes, solving new variations becomes much easier. And that is exactly our goal throughout this series. By the time we finish these classic variations, even if you are given a completely new variation in an interview, one you have never seen before, you will have developed the intuition to solve it yourself. So let us begin with the most fundamental question. What exactly is the knapsack problem? The word knapsack simply means a bag. Imagine you are given a bag that can carry only a limited amount of weight. You are also given several items. Each item has two properties, a weight and a value or profit. Your task is to decide which items should go into the bag so that the total value is as large as possible without exceeding the bag's weight limit. Select the combination of items that gives you the maximum possible profit while staying within the weight limit. That is the essence of the knapsack problem. For example, suppose your bag can carry 7 kilograms. You have several items, each with different weights and values. Some items might be lightweight but extremely valuable. Others might be heavy but offer very little value. Since the bag has limited capacity, you cannot simply take everything. You have to make smart choices. Pick the combination of items that gives the maximum profit while staying within the weight limit. The knapsack problem comes in three major variants. Understanding the difference between them is extremely important because only one of them is solved using the approach we are about to learn. First, the fractional knapsack. Here, you are allowed to break an item into smaller pieces. Suppose your bag has room for only 1 kilogram, but the remaining item weighs 2 kilograms and is worth $20. You can take half of that item and receive half the value, $10. Because items can be divided into fractions, this problem is solved using a greedy algorithm, not dynamic programming. Second, the 0-1 knapsack. This is the problem we will focus on. Here, an item is indivisible. You either take the entire item or you do not take it at all. If your bag has only 1 kilogram left but the item weighs 2 kilograms, you cannot take half of it. You either make space or skip it. That is why it is called 0-1. Each item is either included or excluded. Third, the unbounded knapsack. Here you are allowed to pick the same item multiple times, as if you had an unlimited supply. In 0-1, every item is chosen at most once. In unbounded, any number of times. Now let us connect this back to dynamic programming. Suppose you have never seen this problem before. You are simply given the weights, the values, and the bag's capacity and asked for the maximum profit. How do you know DP is the right approach? Remember the two indicators we discussed in the previous video. First, is there an optimization objective? Absolutely. The problem asks for the maximum profit. Words like maximum, minimum, or optimal are strong signals that dynamic programming may be involved. Second, is there a choice? Again, yes. For every item, you must decide, should I include this item or should I skip it? Every item creates a decision, and every decision leads to another smaller version of the same problem. Those two characteristics together make this an ideal dynamic programming problem. Now that we have identified this as a DP problem, should we immediately start drawing a table? No, that is the biggest mistake beginners make. Never start with the DP table. Always remember the most important principle from the previous video. Dynamic programming is simply recursion with memory. So the first step is always the same. First, build the recursive solution. Once the recursive logic is correct, we optimize it using memoization, which simply stores previously computed answers. Finally, we convert that recursive solution into tabulation if needed. So our roadmap never changes. Recursion, then memoization, then tabulation. In the next video, we will start writing the recursive solution for the 0-1 knapsack problem from scratch. Once we understand the recursion, everything else will naturally fall into place.